Hey fuckers, Young Urag here, back at you with another video. Now today's story is going to be another Marine Corps story, and I hope it makes you laugh because it is kind of funny but yet really fucked up. I probably think it's funny because I'm kind of fucked up in that way, but for the most part, for the regular person, this is not funny. But here we go. So, as most of you guys know, in the reserves, right, we get those 2 days a week. 2 days a week, a month, and then 2 weeks in the summer, right? Or it could be 3 days a month, or up to 5 days, depending on what unit you're with, right? Depending on what they do. I've heard some units doing longer than 2 days, and 2 weeks in the summer, right? And for those 2 weeks in the summer, that's called annual training, which is called AT, right? And during those 2 weeks, you can get sent to the field, you get follow-up training or whatever bullshit training that the unit has scheduled for you. And in this case, we were scheduled to go to Camp Pendleton and go to the main site area and take a few courses that was planned for us. And what's fucked up is that there's a few Marines in the reserves that are struggling financially. Because keep in mind, in the reserves, the Marine Corps doesn't pay for your housing. They don't pay for your food. Everything is literally done on your own. Literally, it's a Marine Corps for adults. Basically, you got your own bills you got to pay, right? I mean, that's the best way I can put it, right? I mean, it sounds derogatory to some other Marines, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, point is, a lot of Marines struggle financially. Reservist Marines, right? Some of them are even homeless. And in this case, we had a Marine who was literally relying on AT those 2 weeks to get paid and to get fed. So, right, so that you can kind of paint a picture there already. And during those 2 weeks, a lot of people, for the most part, at least in my situation, you lose money being there. You don't get money, right? You make less being on base than your actual job. For some Marines, it's literally the main income they get, right? So, two things my unit fucked up at the time, right? One was the pay. So this guy didn't get paid. Right, so we get paid every week while we're there, right? So the first week we get paid, and the second week we get paid. At least that's how our AT worked, right? During those 2 weeks. So he did not get paid this first week, right? He had to wait a long time until we said something to our captain, our OIC, our officer in charge, that hey, we're not getting paid, right? And I'm sure he probably didn't get paid either, so he was probably gonna say something anyways. And second of all, the first whole fucking week, we didn't have no fucking chow. We were on orders, but somebody fucked up our paperwork where we had no fucking chow, breakfast, lunch, or fucking dinner. So that's fucking retarded. We literally had to spend so much money on food, right? Going out to eat. And keep in mind, we were all college students at the time, and like we didn't have a lot of money to eat, right? So we were fucking starving. And especially this guy probably didn't even have money left over for eating, right? Like, as fucked up as it sounds, this guy didn't even have any fucking food left. And we started PT, all this fucking bullshit, right? I mean, this guy was suffering, right? So, ironically, this guy was in charge of us, right? And it was it's really embarrassing. And at the time, I was a lot more mature. I was probably, I was probably maybe like 20 at the time, and like I would fuck with him, like I would eat in front of him because he would always just keep staring at me like he was fucking hungry to shit. And we all eventually felt really bad, like, oh shit, this guy's not faking it, this guy's for real, this guy is starving. And so we were all like, all right, fine, let's fucking figure something out. So each one of us, I think there were like 5 of us, right, total. And each of us, like for every single chow that we would get from the chow hall, we ended up paying for it, right? It's pretty cheap, but we still ended up paying for it with our own money, even because we weren't on orders. I mean, because we weren't getting, we didn't rate chow even though we were on orders. And we would grab like apples, pears, right? Peanut butter packets, right? We would sneak them in our cargo pockets and shit, just to fucking alleviate some of that suffering that's going through. Maybe like cereal box. Just, you're not supposed to take. Keep in mind too, like if you're in the Marine Corps, you know that you're not supposed to take chow out of the chow hall, right? You're not supposed to, unless you to-go it. But we didn't give a fuck. I personally took chow out of the chow hall anyways. I fucking took like Pop-Tarts and shit. But in this case, we were taking fucking apples, whatever we can fit in our damn cargo pockets, and we will give it to this guy. so he can eat, right? And that's how fucked up the situation was. And he didn't have money either to go out there and buy food. So, man, and then he also got freaking blasted for not getting a haircut at the end of the week. You're supposed to get a haircut once a week because he didn't have money. So he kept he would kind of ask us for shit, like money and like food and whatever. And then eventually we were like, all right, dude, seriously, and these are lance corporals. We were like lance corporals, and we were telling our higher up, like, hey, you need to go tell the OIC, bro. You need to talk to the captain. You need to tell him some shit. And the captain eventually just gave him a month, like $10 to get a haircut and ice cream. And he also bought all of us ice cream and shit. I mean, he tried his best to take care of us. I'm sure he has his own bills to pay too, but as an officer, he's supposed to take care of the Marines. But shit, dude, if I was in that case, I was fucking struggling too. I can't even take care of myself. How am I gonna take care of my own fucking Marines? And that's not supposed to happen ever in the fucking Marine Corps. And people are saying, oh, you should have requested masks and all this fucking bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? At the time, I don't know. I think I was just like, just push through these fucking 2 weeks and just fucking get over it. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty fucked up situation. And I'm saying, I'm kind of laughing at it because I'm kind of fucked up, but for the most part, if you're a regular person, you would think this is fucked up. And especially, this should never happen in the U.S. Marine Corps and the U.S. military at all. And unfortunately, it does happen in my situation. Somebody really fucked up, and nobody got in trouble for it, right? So yeah, that's the story, guys. Damn, this shit got dark, man. Just remembering all this shit. That was not eating for 2 fucking weeks sucks. Anyways, if you liked the video, thumbs up. You do you. And remember, if you get jiggy, don't forget to ride piggy. Thanks for watching. Hoorah.